Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I just wanted to say if you guys can give me a like, subscribe, and comment, and then if you guys want me to do any TN anything, please feel free to drop a comment down below on what is it called, on what on what stocks you guys would like me to look at. But we are gonna be looking at I wanted to talk about Bitcoin and what happened yesterday with the whole CZ and FTX news, because that was absolutely nutty, dude. That whole thing was absolutely crazy. The news basically took us from 20K to brand new lows of 17,000, like 200 or so, which is absolutely bonkers to me, right? And here's the thing: I'm not entirely bearish yet, even though we had this major drop, right? Not entirely bearish yet, even though the news actually kind of destroyed, the crypto market yesterday, right? And FTT is at $4 or so. So I wouldn't say that it's completely horrible. I do think that there's a chance that it could drop again. I think I will more than likely be looking at possibly buying some FTT. I'll actually put an alert right now as fool's insurance, maybe around the $2 level, 275, like the previous level of 2.7. I might look into purchasing some FTT if there's like official news that FTX is going to be buying out, that Binance will buy out FTT. From a clear TA standpoint, Bitcoin looks like it's going to 16,200, right? But even though it looks like it's actually going down, I'm not entirely bearish yet. We still have the monthly close, which has been a pretty good indicator, regardless if we drop or not, right? What I am worried about is how this weekly performs, right? We're actually going to be closing a weekly bear in 4 days and 12 hours, which is kind of insane. But usually, but the recent triggers haven't been all that strong, and I'm really looking for this retest to hold up. So again, as of right now, I am looking for somewhere like a 15 to 15, like this is all target now. This retest is all target. So anywhere between, as of today, minimum, the highest minimum target for me right now is 15,200. And every single day that passes, that target gets lower and lower and lower, where I think that possibly, if we do retest this level by December 1st, we could see a $12,000 Bitcoin, right? And that's just that's just straight TA. It doesn't seem like we actually had any clear retest on this major break of trend, but I can definitely see us go down, retest here, and then pop to the upside. So yes, I am bearish towards the lower end, but I'm also pretty bullish on the longer term. I'm not sure how. If we go under this trend, I am 100% bearish again on crypto, and I will say that I was wrong about calling any sort of bottom or so. This is all just regular range for me. I don't really care too much about that it's at 17K or that I hit new lows or that it can possibly go lower. I just want to see a retest, right? All I want to see from Bitcoin is a retest. I don't really care about Ethereum, don't care too much, but all I want to see is a retest on this major trend and then a pop. That's all I want to see. But, what did I just do? That's it, right? That's all I want to see. If Bitcoin's price actually comes down under major trend, right? You actually see Bitcoin come down like somewhere in this general area where you're under this major trend, which is this white line here. That's that goes back to, I think, like February 2021. So it's the most major bearish trend that we have. Back from November 2021. So it's pretty insane, right? You actually broke this a couple of days ago. So again, really would not be surprised that you're coming down here to retest the level and then pushing back up. But if you actually retest here, this is where I'm going to be adding more DCA. I'll be DCAing as soon as this trend touches, if it does, and I'm expecting a push up, because if this actually breaks to the low end and you actually break to the bottom of this trend, it's game over, man. Like, this shit looks like if we actually come down here under major trend, you can start opening up levels of $3,000, $4,000, which is ridiculous, right? I really don't think it's gonna get to that level. It doesn't seem likely. I don't think this Binance FTX news is really gonna push it that low. But if it does get under major trend, everything's canceled. You're now opening up levels of $3,000, possibly lower than that. I already have my levels set up on the weekly for market structure on Bitcoin. If you guys want to if you guys actually want those levels, feel free to take a screenshot right now. These are what the levels, like the most, like your probably most important levels are for Bitcoin. So if you guys want to set up DCA points at these levels, then go ahead, take screenshots. But, you know, once you start getting under these major trends, you start opening up some really big levels where you can drop down to. And it gets kind of scary at certain points, right? Because, let me see, where's this next level from? There's any retest here? Yeah, no, there isn't. This is like the bottom retest. Yeah. So at these levels, you really start opening up some of these scary stuff. Some of this stuff gets really scary really fast, right? But again, these are your levels. I don't think we're gonna come down here. Can it happen? Of course it can. Do I think it's gonna happen? I don't think so. I don't think we're going back to these levels again. If you actually do break under this major trend from November 2021, if Bitcoin falls under here, it falls under like 14K, 15K, whatever, and you're trading on this area, right? This is a huge danger zone. As soon as you break back under major trend, I can almost guarantee that these are now live targets, right? You can 100% start looking at targets back at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Whoops, sorry. Again, but I will be DCAing into Bitcoin at this trend touch. As soon as we touch trend, I'm DCAing into my portfolio and adding more, right? And then I'm gonna, you know, hopefully it runs to the upside. But again, if this trend breaks, right? If this trend breaks, this whole thing is a danger zone, because you're gonna start opening up prices that we haven't seen in maybe like 10 years or so. If we actually go back under here, like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think this crypto, like the whole Binance FTX thing, is big enough to tank this market. You know, CPI is also on Thursday. If CPI also comes back in really high, that can also keep tanking crypto, which I wouldn't be surprised about. But again, I don't really care about anything else. All I care about is Bitcoin retesting this trend, which I will be DCAing into, and then bouncing off of here. If we touch this trend, we come back down here, I think it's game over. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.